Welcome back to the show. It is a chilly one out there, but the sun is shining, and perhaps that gives you inspiration that the spring weather will be coming, and it will. That's the beauty of living in Canada. We get all 4 seasons, and because we get all 4 seasons, it can be very, very difficult on our vehicles. Here to tell us what we should be doing and need to be doing, I'm joined by Mike Schmidt. He is a manager with automotive services at CAA North and East Ontario. Welcome to the show. Great to have you back. And
hey.
Before we get into talking about, some of the topics revolving around, preparing your car for spring, Mike, let's talk about what this winter's been like, because you guys have been setting records for the amount of people you've had to get out there and rescue just in the month of January alone.
Yeah. Hey, Derek, thanks a lot for having us again. January was a absolutely amazing time here. I mean, we set some records for the amount of rescues we did for our members. We were well over 20,000 rescues that we did for the month of January, which was just outstanding. We did our absolute best to get to everybody that we could, and I think we did a darn good job of doing it.
Yeah, and Mike, what circumstances do most people find? I think, the first thing people think of is, flat tires, but what other circumstances did you find people in that needed to be rescued?
Just a huge array of different things. Our number one thing that we in the wintertime that we get to rescue people on is battery issues. So a lot of boosts that we did, especially when it's cold and it's consistently cold for a period of a few days when it's below -20. We really get into situations where we call them code reds, and that's massive call volumes, and they can spike pretty much just overnight. We can get temperatures that go from 10 degrees and then all of a sudden the next day it's -25.
Yeah.
When we have that consistently, it gets very, very busy. But boosts, tows, vehicle lockouts, flat tires, gas calls as well. People are running out of gas. Big or small, we do them all type deal.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the fact I mentioned off the top. Good weather is coming. It's going to eventually be here. And we should start thinking about the types of things we need to do when we transition into spring. And one of the first things is, of course, changing into those summer tires. What sort of temperatures are we looking at? And why do we change tires in the first place?
So the best, obviously, we always recommend winter tires. That's the traction in the wintertime is just far superior than an all-season tire or better yet, a summer tire. But when we're looking to change our tires, whether it is in the wintertime or whether it is in the springtime, we have this rule. It's called the 7-degree rule. So when we get consistent temperatures of 7 degrees or higher, that is a great time to put your winter tires on or take them off in the springtime, which we're going to be seeing here hopefully in the next 30 to 45 days. I hope.
Exactly. Mike, what about we should visually inspect our tires, of course. If you guys come with your mobile service to change our tires, or someone happens to be going to their mechanic before they even bring them or prepare them for you guys arriving on the scene, how do we know if they're still good?
Great point. You want to almost check as you're taking them off. And the reason why I say that is it gives you a little bit of time and preparation between the seasons in order to be prepared for that expenditure that you're going to have. Because tires aren't cheap, depending on, they are obviously, for the vehicle make and model, but, they can range anywhere between a couple $100 up to $500 plus per tire. So what you really want to check is the tread depth. That's very, very important. Okay. There's a little bar on the tread that tells you that the tire pressure is low. And once it gets to that area or anywhere near that area, you're due for tires. Obviously, some weather cracks too. If there's a bunch of weather cracks, that's a good sign that they're almost aged out as well.
Mike, I teased it. I mentioned the fact that you guys will come to people's locations and change. So tell us about your mobile tire change service.
I appreciate that. That's a new service. That's for us. We're actually doing, we're 1 year old now. So we started this in spring of 2021. One of my favorite service that we have to offer our members. It's a mobile tire service. Exactly that. It's a we come to you service. So we're going to your house or your business or your friend's place or wherever. And as long as your membership is valid, we'll come out there and we'll put on your tires for you, whether they're on rims or whether they're off off rims. We have the capability to do that. We service the entire Ottawa area, from as far west as Kemptville and Canada to as far east as Orleans and Cumberland, and everyone down south too. So it's a service that's becoming extremely popular with us, and we absolutely love it. It's a wonderful service for our members.
Yeah, I can say from personal experience, it's great because it's completely hands-off. You open your garage door and, hey, guys, there's the tires, and they literally come in, grab them, and put your old ones back in the garage for you. Well, we're going to stick with Mike. Mike, you stick around because coming up after the break, there are a few more things that you need to do to prepare during the spring, such as, that windshield washer fluid. A lot of people saying, why do I even need to change? Why do I bother changing? Mike has the answers right after this.